Hello, girls, hello guys. In this video, my idea is to start to finish this first version because the feature that I most want here for this first version is the upvote feature. So you can select what content you want to see first. As I already showed here, we have a lot of contents to record. Then it's important that you can select and vote in the ones that are more important to you. Then I think we need to wrap up this work, and I will start, I believe, with this sign up UI here. Okay. Then I'm going to use Flexbox to try to improve this a little bit. Let's start it. So I'm going to go to the sign-in page. Okay. And as you can see here, I don't have any styles. Like, it's just a bunch of elements here, and that's why it looks bad. And let's see this mobile view as well. Okay, let's try to organize this better. Usually I like to use Flexbox, and then I'm using make styles here already. Yes, I am. Let me copy this here. Then I'm also going to copy this. Oh, sorry. Okay. Now we can have, like, usually I name my first element here as the name of my component. Then it's a little bit easier for me later to find if I need to change something in the final HTML, because the name will be at least similar. I will show you in a second. I am not explaining really about what is this. I just said it's like CSS, but it's called JSS. But if you know CSS really well, it's probably not going to be a challenge for you here. But let's use this in the form. Then I'm going to add this, and I'm going to use the same name that I specified in the top. And I just add a margin from the styles that I copied. But what I want to show you is that if you go to your form here, all the styles, white styles not there. Classes, sign in, margin. Yeah, we should have a class name here. Why this is not working? Use classes. Let's see what we have here. Usually I put divs around, but I don't think I need to have a div there. I don't know why my class, or maybe my class is being applied. No, it's not applied. Let me add a div here and see what happens. Let me do it like this, and then let's see if this works. Oh, I am in the wrong page. Sorry, guys. Now I am in the sign up page because I have sign up and I have sign in. And here I am in the sign in page. Yeah, that's the page. And let me, okay. I don't know why I hope sign in, because I said we are going to fix sign up, but you can do sign in first. That's not a problem. But they are going to be similar probably. Okay, now I am in the right page. Let's check here. Okay, now we have the form. Then that was the problem, okay? I was in the wrong page. Of course, the component was not updating. But you can see like the styles here and the styles here. And that's the magic, like behind this. It's going to create these classes for you. As you can see here, it's going to generate these class names, and then you can use these class names in your components. Okay, then what do we want? Like, I want to have this as a Flexbox. Like, if you want to learn Flexbox, there is this amazing course by Wes Boss that's free. He has other courses that are paid, but this one is free. And he's even in the Black Friday and in the other course if you want to pay a good price. I don't know when this video is going to be out, but maybe Black Friday is already over. And we also have this guide here. This guide is pretty good, because when you, why this is not working, probably if you read this again, you are going to understand it. And it's really good. Then what we are going to create first is this container. then I need to use this display flex. That's always the first step, because if you are not inside a container, your flex commands are not going to work, and then you're going to be, okay, why this is not working? Then we need to be in a container. Can you see? Now that I'm in a flex container, by default flex uses row as a direction, then all my components are like this. If I comment this line and I show to you here again, you see, they are not this way. Then, but I want to use flex, but in this case, I want to use the direction flex. I don't know why this is not, usually it's autocomplete. I don't know why it's not autocomplete here. Okay, now it's in this direction again. Okay, good. Let's see what else we want to do. It's already better, in my opinion, but I think it's not good enough, right? Maybe you should have a little bit of spacing around here. I'm not sure. I'm just thinking out loud here. Let's see, like maybe if you add like a huge spacing here, like 6 times the default spacing. Yeah, I think it's good enough. The desktop, it will be a little bit weird. Then you can use the max widget. Like usually, and I can probably open Bmark here to show you. Usually I have some utilities to avoid using different size all the time. If you're not familiar with like CSS, but this is a way that you can control the size. I don't think we have a styles utility here. Then your app can render a little bit different depending on where you are and which device you are, or which the size of this device. I think the name is app styles on Bmark, but it's not important, just a file. But I always like to have this, because otherwise I can create like many different media queries everywhere, and that will be hard to find later, like what's the proper size, what is the desktop, what is this mobile, or whatever. Then I prefer to do like this. And then in the JSS, you can use this, like I can find probably a lot of examples here if you want to see, but you can use like this. Then when this is going to be resolved, it's going to apply or not these specific styles. Then we could have like assigning, like for the mobile, I usually like to do like mobile first. Then for mobile, it's going to be this one. But if you are, let me see here, maybe desktop, like the medium size, then I can do like this, media queries, my constant, medium. Then if it's at least medium, that's what this means, at least medium. Then I don't want to have like my margins like this. I want to have like maybe my margins like this, or even higher. Or I could have like, okay, I want to have this margin, but I want to have this widget as like, let's see, 50%, because I don't want to use all the space that I have. And when I think it's 960. Yes, 960. Then if you increase your page, oh, nothing's happening. I don't need to repeat this, but like this margin should be affecting there. Oh, sorry guys, sorry. I forgot to add the property here, because what is inside here is going to be applied only if it's the desktop or above, but without a name, it's useless. Now with a name, you can see, okay, I'm below, and now I'm above. You can see here, my cursor here, can you see? When it's above 960, can you see? It's changed. And that's what I want. Okay, but as you can see, like this, it's using like 50% of this page, probably, as I asked it here. Can you see? It's using 50%. But the problem is it's in the left. I want to have this in the center. Then I could apply here, because that's not going to cause a problem, but otherwise I could apply just in the other level. It's like an inheritance, like what's applied here is going to be kept here unless you override the values, that I'm doing with the margin. And then I can also do like justify content center. and then it's going to be in the center, but I think I'm wrong here, and that's why this is very helpful, because if you go here, you can see when you change the flex direction, you change the way that you align the elements. You can see justify content. If I am in the row, it's going to change the main axis, but I change the main axis, then I need to use align items. This is very confusing in the beginning, but you can get used to it. And I think the new Chrome DevTools that is in beta yet also help with this a little bit. Yeah, but as you can see, the problem here is that my form is not like my first component. Like my first component is this one. Then this guy, I need to centralize the form inside this other guy. Then I need to change a little bit, but let me check first here in the computed styles. Yeah, this guy is not flex. Then I should change that. But if you remember, the main is not here. Like the main is probably in the app. That's the main. And oh, sorry, that's the main here. But it's just applying this margin. But I also want to have this as a flex component. Maybe this is going to break a lot of things. Maybe not. Let's see. Okay, just change a little bit the alignment. But now I want to be sure, okay, this is a flex component now. And I can apply the center here or no. I don't remember if that's a good idea. But I want to apply the center here, then everything will be centralized by default. Justify content center. Let's see. Okay, now it's in the center. If you don't understand, first I was trying to change this element, but I want to change this element. If I just want to change this element, I can also use self alignment, and then I can align just this element, but I want every element inside the main content to be in the center. Then I don't need to have what I added here. I don't need this. It's going to be in the center anyway. Can you see the back here? If I put the center again, it's going to be in the center. Then I am inside the form. And I think I also want the center inside the form, then that's okay. And I can expand this a little bit. Yeah, I think it's working as it should. Like these elements are not growing with the space. Can you see this one is using like 50%, and when I go here, it's using just enough space that they needed. I think is good as well. Or if you want to expand this all the way, you could use like widget 100%. And then in the small font, it's going to use 100%. But it's not going to make any difference. It's just this box around here. And it's very important to use this tool. And you can look here to see, okay, this is the actual element. This is the margin that you added there. Then it's very helpful to learn to use this dev tools here. Okay, but it's already better. Like this button is a little bit weird. I don't know what component we are using. Okay, we are just using this main button. Okay. But it's already better, but I would like to have a better size for these fields. And I think they have a full widget. And if it's true, you can just avoid in React and you can just leave like this. Okay, now I think it's a lot better. Let's see. Okay, it's good enough, right? I think it's a little bit big even for small. And then maybe should change it here for small. Let's see how this looks. Okay, I think now it's better. The breakpoint in the small. Okay, the button, if I remember correctly, you could have a variant here, maybe contain it. It's going to be blue, I believe. Oh, it's gray. It's missing spaces here, right? And we can also have some like spacings between these components. And we can also change this a little bit. Like, can you see this main is not using all the vertical space? Maybe should change that as well. Like, let's go here. And you can have the height as 100. I always forget this letter, vertical height, I think that means. Yeah, now can you see? It's using all the vertical space. And that's good because now the form is also using all the vertical space. And then what you can do here to make this form centralized also in the vertical, you can do like this, and that's it. That's what I want. Like usually that's what I expect to see, my component in the center. I think this is good. Okay, I think I need a few space here, right? I could add a few different options here. Like one of the options is like between baseline, not this one. Yeah, we can have like space around, space between, but that's going to be bad here because the screen is too big. If you see here, can you see? It's not going to look good. We could use this and maybe try to limit the height, but I don't think it's a good thing because we just want space, right? Then if you want space, I never use like this, but I think this is also valid, right? I can use like for any element that is inside here, I could have a small margin in the bottom, maybe margin bottom. Let's see. I never use asterisk here, but I think it's going to work. Yep, it worked. I have a lot of space here. Maybe I add something. Oh, okay, we don't need this anymore because now we are using Flex and you don't need to use BRs to break lines. Okay, this is looking better. I believe it's looking better. I think this space could be a little bit larger. Let's see. Yeah, it's good. I'm not happy with the color of this button because it's like disabled, right? But you can improve later. The idea here was just to have a better shape, and we can apply the same for the sign up page. I think they should be exactly the same. Then this is just a JavaScript object, right? Then what I will do here, I will just do like signing common styles. I'm just making this name up. It's not important. But then I can just maybe, I usually like to have this name here in a descriptive way. But in this case, I will change to signing, just to be generic, like for signing and sign up. And I will do like this. I'm not saying this that I'm doing here, it's good, it's the best way to do it. But it's something that I'm trying to create here to share these styles. Okay, I need to get the theme from material, and then I will return this. Okay, then I can use this here to spread this object. Oh, this is a function now. Get sign styles. And you can change this name as well. Get sign styles. And I can provide a theme here. It's just important that you spread because I'm just getting props from an object. Like if always when you see a spread in an object that there is no other props here, is the same as you don't need to spread. But if I want to add more styles to this page later, you need to remember that you need to spread this object and then you can add more props here. And as I'm just providing a function that is passing the same args, you can always omit this. And instead of calling the function, you can just declare the function. If you're not familiar with this, we are going to explain this better later, like functions and higher order functions and whatever. But that's what you need to do. And let's see if this is working first. Then if it is, you can apply to the other page. I just need to change this name here because I changed it to sign and not sign in. Let's see. Signing. Yep, it's still working. And just to make sure, you see, it's signing. It's not here anymore. It's just sign. And one important thing here that you would like to always remember is to make sure you are understand what you're doing. And what I'm doing nowadays, in the past I was like defining a class for every component. Now I'm trying to do more like this. Then I can just wrap a component and put a lot of rules inside. I think it's better to maintain over time. If I add a new button, it's going to be applied already. Then I'm avoiding to put like margins in each specific element. I think it's a good practice, but I don't know in general in the market what people are doing, but I like to do like this. And now I can just apply the same exact function here. my IDE already did the import for me. And then I can also do exactly this. And I can get this here. I don't remember if I added the div. No, I remove it later. Then it's going to be just class name, classes. Then if it's correct, it's going to work for the sign up as well. Yep, it's working, but the sign up is missing the full widget here. Then we are going to add full widget here and full widget here. I'm going to remove this break. Yep, sign in, sign up, they look good now. Oh, this button is also missing the contained form. Later we are going to improve the colors as well. Like I'm just using default blue here, but I don't want to have this. Okay, I think this is a good class. We use like a lot of things here, and at least you can understand now the elements where you can click, where you have a link. If you go to how to create an app.dev, you can see how much better it is right now. Let's just do like this. This is the development version in the left, and this is the production version in the right. It's better, right? It's not beautiful, but you can understand better the elements, and you can go also to the sign-in page, and it's already better as well. That's it for today. I hope you enjoy. I hope you learn a little bit about Flex, and remember about this, I'm going to put in the description. And if you have any questions, you can comment here. You can also join Discord, and also check my channel in Portuguese if you can understand Portuguese, because we are developing a different app there. See you in the next video.